shit's been fun doing those fucking.
Really doing good?
Yeah,
What's up, everybody?
What's
happening?
Hell yeah,
We're
man.
live. I just wanted to let you know that before you said anything off.
Me and Rachel started
Oh,
watching.
It's always polite to tell people the cameras are on.
Yeah, tell them the camera's on.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody
me and
should
Rach
have.
started watching one of your cooking things the other night. We were cracking.
Thanks.
She's like, what is he doing?
What is he even doing?
I was like, this is all.
His was crazy.
Just stick with it, baby. She's like, cause she's like, you know, like that's it. You can't do that. Like talk about. I was like, no, that's not what this is about.
No,
Just stick
it-
with it. By the end of it, she was crying. I was like, yeah. She
Yeah,
was like, oh, this is really funny. This is.
Yeah, I
something nobody else
gotta
is
think
doing.
of some more. Yeah, I gotta try to keep thinking of some more. But the fucked up part is like I can like actually cook now. That's what
that ever an actual
just
logo?
like fucking around. Now my girl's like, hey, can you
Yeah, that was our
fuck,
that was
man,
our
like,
actual. We have posters and all that for the.
so I gotta do something. I gotta have a brain injury. And then I was like,
All over.
we gotta get them back in the routine.
Bring that back.
It's like what she said to the store for tampons.
They
Do
get
it
used
wrong.
to
Do
it.
it wrong. Yeah.
Like a screw goes
They don't
through.
ask you.
Right.
They don't ask us trying to do all
Hello, Mary.
Mary, thank you. I don't think I've thanked
Hey.
you yet for those goddamn cigars and that
And all
case.
the books.
That case was amazing.
In my coffee cup. Thank you.
Man, I like my I'm not even a coffee cup dude. I've been using that all the time. I like that little blue jay on it.
Yo, I went
Take
to
it on
that
stage.
Yeti store. Man, that was yeah, that place is just for bald dudes. God, everybody in that bitch didn't have hair. The person I went with didn't have hair. It went. I was like, and then man, they were excited, just like, oh, look at this. I'm like, it's a cup. I'm like, everything is cups in here. Like,
$65 cup.
yeah, then you see the price. I kept every time they pick a cup, I go, yeah, $83. I would just say a
You
crazy
can get
number.
one for $16 at Walmart that works just as good.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Yeah.
yeah, I got you.
It's
Okay.
a double insulated cup. And he was like, wow, this thing had ice in it last night and has it this morning. And it cost $16.
Yeah. They used to make these things called Turvis cups that were like $4
Nervous.
and do the same thing.
Mary, can you hear those guys talking? Just out of curiosity.
Old plastic Turvis. Old Turvis. Turvis sounds like an old hillbilly
You
name.
covering up the mic?
Oh, I saw Turvis's land up there.
Turvis's.
Don't fuck around with Turvis's land.
Um,
They got an itchy trigger.
you won't see it coming.
Turvis will get you.
Cops come, they don't even ask a question. What happened then? You went on service property? Oh, that
I
happens.
have.
That happens.
This is on my page.
Turvis plays cards with the sheriff. You know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, let me,
Pretty sure the sheriff owes Turfus about $500-600.
Man, I went into the show in Abilene and man, that was the first time I went to a gas station where it was just two pumps.
Oh yeah,
It's just the one, but then pump 1 and 2 like on either side.
Did they come out for you?
And I was like, man, oh nah, you know, that little
Well,
small.
they came out for him, but not to
Yeah,
help.
I mean, they was looking at it. Exactly.
What the hell?
It was really that kind of vibe.
What
It
the
was like
hell?
that kind of vibe, but not that kind of vibe. Cause I just kept, I was like, there's no fucking. I kept going in there and being like, there's gotta be another gas station.
Son, I think you're looking for the time wise
Yeah.
at the next exit.
You know, in Oregon, it's illegal to pump your own gas.
There we go.
I
They
didn't
got
know.
New
They got
Jersey
people
too.
that work there, and they'll come up and they do it for you, whatever. Bro, first time I rented a car in Portland, I had to put gas in it. I got there, and I walk up with it. No, I'm like, what the fuck did I? It's my shit. I'm not smoking. What are they yelling at me for? The dude came out and was like asking for my card. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
I had to have it, and it was late at night too. I was driving from Washington. I got to Eugene,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to pull over at Eugene and get some gas. And that same way, I was like, look, there was no gas reader on the pump. I was like, what the shit is this? You know, I was looking for a place to tap my card or whatever.
Like, yeah.
And that dude come out, what are you doing? Leave your pump alone. Don't touch that pump. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Like, you're
I'm
supposed to know.
pretty nifty at it.
Did you
I have a record of 0
did
cars
Deadpool-
blown up in 47
did
years.
you Deadpool Wolverine? You loved it?
It's almost
great.
perfect.
Okay.
They
I'm glad you
broke the
liked it.
fourth wall a few times more than I was like, where you're just like, all right, we're in on the joke.
Yeah.
But past that,
It was great.
I'm nitpicking, man.
That's awesome.
It
bro.
was flawless.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
You see it?
Not yet.
That's what I wish. If you would just do that for me every time. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, oh,
It's
and
action
funny.
packed.
Yeah,
It's true to the comics.
Yeah. Okay.
They use the word fuck 103 times.
Okay. I got you.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Literally, just a joy to be in there. That's all
Hell
I know
yeah.
how to put it.
That's
That was
dope.
just a happy experience.
When did you go?
Anytime any
Like
of that
that.
comes out, I always think it. I'm just not into that world. I tried, and
I don't know that
I-
you gotta be to watch this one. This
no,
is,
I got you.
You
But
know.
I never did any.
But it doesn't enter his radar like things.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
waiting
yeah,
to
yeah,
see.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Right,
Like, yeah, and if I watch it, it'll just be, oh, that's fine. I hate that I don't have that. I didn't read any comics and nothing like that.
that's how I am about Scorsese, bro.
I am into that
That's
world
fair.
as soon as it comes to DVD.
That's
Or, you know, it comes
I
to
know
my
what you
house.
mean. Yeah.
I went Thursday at 3 p.m. so I could actually get on like anything else and be safe.
Gotcha.
The joy to being off, like just not browsing or scrolling or anything right now. I didn't even see the new. No, I didn't even know how I did that weekend. I just was like, I'm off until Monday, and then I'll go watch it.
Y'all go
And
watch
I
it.
went completely ignorant, not a single spoiler, not a nothing.
That's dope.
And I was all the well, we're not on air, but
Yeah.
the Blade stuff and everything else was just totally fresh to me.
Dude, I loudest motherfucker in the theater. Yeah! It's loud as fuck.
All right, so one episode.
Yeah, just-
Rough runtime an hour. Mungle will be here. I need to figure out. Somebody text him. My phone's already running this live. He's not gonna be able to message me. Yeah, just send him a text.
I do.
Sorry. And just tell him. I don't know what to tell him. How's he gonna get in? Should I just go leave him alone?
Watch this be the night we get robbed.
Bro.
Fucking somebody looking for free.
Don't
Hey, who owns that car out here? I was looking to rob that motherfucker.
Don't hinge it on my luck.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weapons here, really.
Yeah.
I feel like if they come in, we all grab a helmet
We all,
and do work.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Oh fuck, that would
Could
be
you
fun.
imagine getting your ass whooped by a bunch of stormtroopers and one fat fucking bounty hunter? I don't know why Darth Vader's so big, but he's whooping my ass.
Boba Fett kicked my ass.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
When y'all busy whooping ass, just when you hear footsteps come running in from that back room, everybody duck.
He couldn't fly, but he could run kind of quick.
I thought these guns went pew pew. That was a real one. I just heard that clack.
Why does Darth Vader have an AK?
These crossovers are getting weird.
Hey, he has a good day.
Yeah, Star Wars. Did you send it? Tell him it's just unlocked. And we'll go from there. Whoa, that is way off. Chicken, you want to say that one?
Way off.
Did you not see that shot?
Yeah.
How after? Okay, we're
No,
gonna take
that
a
was
class
good.
together, chicken.
The fuck?
There we
Oh, these are the things that are supposed to be in
It
the brain.
Yeah.
Often when you're filming something, you want the subjects in front.
That's fine. Has anybody
Not all the
ever
time.
shot
Sometimes you go
something
all like Stanley Kubrick.
purposely off?
Do what?
Like just
Oh
a
yeah, if we wanted to,
podcast out
yeah,
of
you can
Dunkirk?
shoot it askew. You
Yeah.
can do all that weird
Just-
shit, but I'm not Stanley Kubrick.
Just
I'm
on
trying to.
purpose, you're not in frame.
It would just be funny to just see like part of Slade's cheek.
Yeah,
While he's
you just-
talking.
Yeah,
Just
I
his
didn't- I
hand
didn't
where he's
look at it.
Every once in a while,
No, I didn't,
living each nose kitchen.
Oh, it's,
You know what I
it's
mean?
zoomed in on this piece of hair, like just one strand of hair.
Maybe I did.
The occasional mosquito.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, skater. There we go.
That'd be funny, a podcast that's just shot at some stationary
that's good.
object while you talking.
Okay, it's just getting. I mean, beautiful shots though. We need.
Yeah, it's like fucking roast beef simmering in a
Alright.
pan, and you're just talking about cars or whatever.
Shut up, chicken. Alright, are we ready? Are we ready?
We're ready. Roll.
Put it on this camera. We good?
Yeah.
Once
Yeah,
more
we're
into the
gonna quit all
breach, gentlemen.
Before we do get started, when Mungle comes in, I'm only gonna run one segment with him. I might pop him him in your chair for it.
Okay.
Just because we run this forecast, like,
Yeah.
and then, but then he's gonna be out. We're gonna close the show with the 4 of us at the table. Mom
Whatever
wants to
floats
pop in
your
and do
boat,
a
boss.
shot. I just didn't want it to be an audible call. All right, cool. Good to go.
Hell
Good to
yeah.
go. Chicken, you good?
Yep.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, everybody. Episode 1085. We are your Whiskey Brothers in the studio. Jerry Wayne Longmire across the table from me. Trey Tutson next to him.
Cheers.
Sam Damaris next to him. I, your host, Slade Ham. We welcome you to the final Whiskey Brothers episode. I don't know what's going to
Wait, what?
happen. I know, I should have
No,
told
no,
you guys.
no.
I should have told
Well,
you
guys, this is my last one.
Hang on, turn your microphone on. I think you got a
Trey
switch on
just
it.
showed up to quit.
I mean,
Yeah.
I totally would have booked something out of town had I known.
Well, it's not too late.
I'm in Seattle. Sorry, guys.
We will have a very special guest drop into the studio later on, but in the meantime, I raise a glass to you guys. There's lots of stuff on the table right now.
Yeah.
If you look, we have a gift dropped off. There's bottles for each of us of Black Cat Ridge, the new straight rye whiskey from our
Thank
friends
you,
at Old
Joe.
Humble.
I love that stuff. It was phenomenal.
Also on the table is from Old Humble, their special reserve, the Whiskey Brothers edition.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
That's have you not seen that? We
No,
got it on
We
Yeah,
Humble.
should have did.
Oh,
That's
look, I know it. Okay.
And then
Oh, me neither.
You ain't on it either.
Jesus Christ.
there's a lot of before y'all's time. There's a lot of I don't know how we did whiskey before you. You feel like you've been here forever. We've also got some Rebecca Creek bottles over here, courtesy of them, and then from our good friend Nate in Colorado, I will
God
be drinking a
Damn.
the Stranahan
great.
Sherry cask. And
That's
then I'll be doing, if I've got one shot left in this bottle of Jameson Rarest Vintage Reserve from 2007. And
You're doing it yourself?
this is going to be, there's only one left. And I could split it up amongst the group of guys, but 2 of you don't seem to be drinking, and don't let me be the one to force you to. Jerry,
Jameson's always been your thing.
Yeah,
Has
this is
it?
your thing. It feels right. that you
Yeah,
can
do it.
suck
It's,
up
I've been
glass
sitting
and
on
do it.
this bottle since 2000.
Yeah.
You know where I got this? Remember Michael
I know.
Flores?
But I bet you're gonna tell us.
Michael Flores, who did an episode 20-something. We did a live
You did the
episode
Walmart song.
called The Musical. And we had all musical numbers, and he did an acoustic cover of the Walmart song. And he gave me that bottle when I was at his house, and I've had it that long. So
Damn, man.
cheers to you guys and to the
Cheers to
fans and
everybody
friends and
involved.
all of you that are watching,
You
some
want
of
a
you
drink?
live,
Of
and
course not. Yeah, I'm fine.
it's
thinking.
so many
This one's
decisions.
open right here if you want that.
How
Hey, man.
For you. Want that?
there you go. How have you guys been? Let's catch up since we last spoke.
Who is with this horse?
Anything interesting? You want some pinhook?
Oh,
It's
that
open
shit's good.
season. You can have anything you want.
Pretty
The
good.
studio is. It's kind of like when a bar closes.
Oh,
You just
okay.
kinda-
Yeah,
oh
they
yeah,
start
only
giving
drinks
shit
for 50
away.
cents.
Oh, you finally on camera. That's
Chicken, have we given you a shout out this episode?
No,
He just took it.
my shot.
Chicken's methy hair that just snuck into the shot.
Bethy hair.
He
God
took, he
damn.
took a shot out.
If chicken was stealing it, you never would have seen it.
Took it like it was some copper.
What you found?
Took it like
Goddamn capitalism.
I love that shit.
We should also shout out everybody that's been on this. We've had so many prior members of the podcast. Owen Dunn,
Yes.
Dale Cheese,
Dale
Yes.
just had
Star
a baby.
Wrestling. Dale just none of these people will be here tonight. Owen Dunn is all of them said, this is all I can tell you. I don't know, I can't say for sure before the episode makes it to the general public. But all of them said, I'm sending a video for the show on Monday.
How
Everybody,
many videos have you received?
so I've played them all at the beginning of this episode.
Cool.
Oh,
And you guys responded. So
I didn't know a video out was okay.
Owen Dunn is I don't know what Owen's doing, but he's busy doing non-comedy stuff, I think. Kiki Maroon Her name is on one of those glasses, and she's in Las Vegas doing burlesque clown things. The
She
last
has a
I
giant
heard.
mechanical dog now that
She
she's built. She
turned-
bought a mechanical bull and turned it into a balloon dog to
Yes.
ride.
Yes, Dale Cheeseman just had a baby mere hours ago, days ago, within
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
week. We did speak, and he's doing quite well.
Yeah,
He's,
yeah.
of
Of
course.
course, the last time we talked to him, he was just getting married, wasn't he?
I was at his wedding.
Oh.
And then
Hey.
he went to New York, and we've talked a few times since then, but not really in person. So he seems. I saw pictures of the kid. He seems to be happy.
You know, and then there's Ashton Womack, who was reminded of all of us that we fucked up.
Someone who made it. He's writing for
He
the
did
for
just
the
fine.
Daily Show.
Oh, nice.
And then we
Yeah.
fucked up, yeah.
Oh, that's the. I'd only met him one time. I met him at Trey's show for just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you only
did
met
the
him once
introduction.
because you don't show up at the Grammys or the Emmys.
Yeah.
That's why.
He's funny as shit. I mean, I saw him at Interruption
hang out
show
with
and he was
him.
hilarious.
Yeah, he's great. Who else is in there? Ed Blake, Big Ed Blake. He is immortalized forever and has held his place in the Whiskey Brothers studio.
Bro, I
Listen, we
smoked a
should
great
drink
joint
it.
about you the other night.
Take a shot of Four Roses whiskey tonight.
Four Roses.
Give me some more than roses.
Our friends, the Noseworthies, are a family reunion. They're all three brothers. We know Chuck and Leon, but there's another brother, and they're all together, and they're all hanging out and watching the live. So
Hell yeah.
they're getting
Spend
together
time
for
with
the
your
first time in a
family.
while, and we're together with our brothers. And Ed,
Yeah.
welcome back. They're drinking Four Roses. That's how I have.
I wish I would
Hell
go to my
yeah.
sister's house. She's like, let's watch this podcast. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm here now. I'm watching the podcast.
I'm here now.
Yeah.
I'm So who else did I miss on that list? Is there anybody else on there?
No, I think that was it.
Did I get 'em all?
To the action.
Was everybody? I didn't miss anybody. There's 11 people that have held permanent cast membership on this
Oh,
show
shit.
since the beginning. If you don't count Bill Miller, I'm just talking about any of the other comics who were Whiskey Brothers before this became a podcast. I was
Because
doing
Mowbray never came on, right?
whether they came on or not. The permanent cast. I mean, people who sat in these chairs for extended episodes, right? This goes back to 2011. You remember, you two, you weren't doing comedy in 2011. You were on hiatus, right? And I remember going back, the old Laugh Stop that turned into the Sherlocks. We used to hold court in that back room that used to be the showroom. And I remember we were all back there on a Sunday night one night. Johnny, he had turned what Sam had done into the Houston Comedy Union. And we're all standing around. I go, hey, I got an idea. Because we'd done one drunken or 2 or 3 or 10 drunken Whiskey Brothers shows. I got an idea. I go, let's do a podcast.
And all of us said that's the dumbest shit I ever heard, motherfucker.
It's not the first thing you said. 3 of you went, what's a podcast?
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to explain it. And I said, well, it's like a radio show with no antenna. And they go, well, Rob was like, anything, whatever, I'm fucking. And Sam was like, I'm in. And Johnny was like, I'm in. And then we bought the equipment. And we did this thing, just the 4 of us. Twice a week, an hour a week. We drank a bottle an episode. when this thing
Upstairs in a
started.
garage apartment.
A bottle an episode. Twice a week. But we doing one Tuesdays and Thursdays or so. It was the.
Probably good. Those are hard to find.
They are.
I bet some things got said
You
that are not okay in 2024.
You are. Hey, look, it was 2011.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Different time.
It was a
Obama years.
The
We
We had a
felt
running
freer.
segment on our first 4 episodes that could never fucking
Oh.
happen today.
yeah, we had there were. This is the thing about what year did you came on board?
Man, I don't even, 2017?
Yeah, probably
18,
17,
somewhere in there,
16,
yeah.
17, 18, somewhere in there. So you're still, I would bet, if anybody does the math on this, you've been on more episodes than anybody but me.
Yeah,
I think you got you beat Rob.
Easily beat me.
Jerry's got you beat. The
Yeah.
I started listening to it in 2018, and Trey was already on it.
Okay, so that's about right. And
that's how I.
Because I left in 2016, so I think it was right around that time.
and when Mungo gets here, I wanna
bring up
ask you. There's some questions I have about
Yeah.
Just let me drive when the time comes. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So there have been all these iterations, and it's just I'm glad that it's us, and we're in a much more sober era of the podcast than.
Should we tell them that? It's like the Whiskey Brothers don't really drink that much no more.
So I don't. Here's the thing.
That's why there's all these bottles.
That is.
Sam quit drinking.
I don't mind.
They got never
Screwed
brought
up the
radio on
economy in a bottle passage.
I'm actually here for the end of the episode now, where I'm like, hey, we're done. What do you think?
I'm available.
So you're not touching it at all on the
No.
final episode?
No, I just
okay,
did.
I thought you just did one.
I'm not gonna open this. You think, bro, you're never gonna pull this bottle out and me go, oh, I'll pass.
I'm taking that today. I'm taking that today. I ain't meeting with you.
Just one last drink before I sit down.
I will have this one. But it is. I feel like the fans. There are fans. There's so many different levels of fans. This is what I've had to come to terms with. Right? We got fans that go back to 2011 was almost 14 years ago. If you count February, so 13 and a half, almost 14 years ago. We got fans that go all the way back to the beginning of that. That bottle, the Woodford Reserve.
That's the first bottle.
That was the first bottle given to us. I believe that was Gage Guest. Was that who gave us that?
The name is y'all's name.
All four of the Whiskey Brothers are on it.
We didn't open it until we did the special.
And we held that bottle until we taped the special back in 2015 in the beginning, and we
Gage
cracked
Guest
that.
was our first whiskey sponsor. Like he heard us, he loved us, and then he was like, "Hey man, you want to come meet up with me, have a drink sometime?" I was like, "All right, cool." So I go meet up with this dude. He pops his trunk and he's got a box full of different fucking whiskey bottles. One of them was called Fighting Cock Whiskey because our first episode we did a joke about a guy going to an illegal cockfight and the chicken cut his fucking wrist and killed his ass.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but it was watching you. No, but y'all was talking. He poured his ass off. He didn't did it all the way like this.
Oh,
he got it out.
He got it.
But dog, I'm glad you got it out.
I already
Like-
pushed it in is what he
Glad,
did.
okay.
Like a boss.
Bro, watching you do that and nothing come out, you go, this is fucking unbelievable. Like the way you put it.
Let me bro.
I thought he was freaking out about the legal cockfight because I couldn't see anything.
No, he's freaking about the legit cock block.
Oh, you found my line, Jerry.
He got court blocked.
I was a little weirded out. I was like, what's, are we okay?
Let me tell you something. My luck has run so bad. Let me tell you what happened the other night, and we'll come back to nostalgia. But, bro, I've been dealing with, you know where I live, right? In a gentrifying neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right?
Or as they call it, transitioning.
Yes,
That's what
yes,
it is.
it's picking its pronouns.
Yeah.
This neighborhood. I am pro old neighborhood. I like my danger to be overt,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Bums and gangs. I can handle that. I don't like bars and nonsense, right? So there's one bar in me, been going down the block. We've been going back and forth, and then they put in a DJ on the patio on Fridays and Saturdays. And I've been dealing with it just like, man, it's the tax of living where I live, you know,
Okay.
whatever. I stuff it down. But bro, when you turn it into every Friday like DJ, like vuvuzelas and you
Okay.
pitbulling it.
Yeah.
Everybody make some noise, bro. It's 1:30 in the morning, right? I can only stuff so much shit down.
Yeah.
Now, I have been quiet about. That's the cost. There's a place down like a block away, looks just like my house. In fact, so much so
Like a
people.
punk show type.
Right, and people have shown up at that place thinking it was my place. Right, they look exactly like. They throw parties left and right, big bands, thousands. It's craziness. And I stuff that down. Whatever. They just throwing a party tonight. They're usually done by whenever. This goes on and on. Well, the other night it was so loud, and I just walked out. I was like, man, let me just go look. And I walk out. I walk left, and there was a cop sitting at the stop sign. And I go, man, let me just go ask this dude. I go, hey man, this is my house. You hear this? Yeah. Well, what can I do? He goes, you can call it in. I said, sir. I said, they're going to send you.
Yeah.
You're the one here. He goes, I can't do anything unless you call it in and they tell us to come out here with a sound meter and And I go, but it's 1:30 in the morning. You can hear. So,
It's rattling your windows off.
bro. So
Yelling at you to say this.
but I'm doing everything I can to not be. I'm not gonna call the cops on a. He goes, you have to, if you want anything done. So I call him. It takes 45 minutes, whatever. Finally, the call comes in. They do send another cop. The cop shows up. I go, hey man, I didn't want to call you, but your boy said I had to. But this is. I've talked to the managers. I used to have the old manager's number. We would text back, but he's fired. Like this, let's just solve it tonight, shall we? I don't need it. Don't write on no ticket. And he's side eyeing me the whole time. This cop just giving me the eyes.
The new cop.
And yes, and he goes, real ironic, man. Somebody calling a noise complaint in from here, and I started thinking back. I'm like, man, we hung out on the porch like at midnight after some podcasts, and we we did that 24-hour broadcast.
Yeah.
Like, I started going, maybe. I go, but bro, I'm quiet. I don't like people. There's the odds of me ever inviting enough people to one place.
He thought
thought
it was
you
the
were
house.
at
Bro! But none of this hit me till after he was long gone. I'm sitting here pleading my case to this dude, and all of a sudden he leaves, and I'm just like, that motherfucker. Because he kept telling me, well, I'm just saying, man, I'm not calling you a liar, officer. Officer knee injury or whatever. I don't need you proving shit. I've been arrested more times. I've been arrested at least twice that I've called the cops. So I don't call them. So I found myself in this whole situation with these motherfuckers, and the whole time I thought that
Wrong house.
I'm over here defending it. There was like one point, I was even making shit up. There was a point when my boys used to hang out here more.
Right.
Like where I was just like, yeah, I used to have friends. I was like, you motherfucker,
Yeah,
accusing me
that's
of
the wrong
throwing parties. I don't know enough people to throw a party. You sack of shit. So now,
And also, when are y'all gonna come gentrify the curb on the corner?
bro, that's left to the wild.
You could get into fucking Narnia if you walk towards that curb the wrong
And there's an
way.
Air Jordan waiting for you.
That's
Be a
100%.
goat with a suit on.
That's where Maurice Sendak characters live. That is the most. Yeah, this whole. Yeah, anyway, fuck 'em right
So
now.
what do you do with?
Suck
That's
it up.
funny you bringing this. Your neighbor is a club.
Mhm.
So my upstairs neighbor, bro, they started not started. They run a woodwork company out of there. I'm not lying, dog. Like
Table saws and shit.
so, bro, you hear that shit like
All
up
day?
there. You hear them sawing and my girl's like, she's like, we gotta say something. I'm like, they're running a business. Like, don't fuck with anybody's rent money. She's like, we can't sleep. Like we can't like. And
Here's the thing about fucking with their rent money.
Go ahead,
If they
ahead.
can't pay their rent, they can't do that upstairs.
That's true.
You know that.
That is a bad point, but I don't want to. I'm not gonna snitch on them. But
Listen, bro,
it is so loud though, Slade.
motherfuckers, this year has gotten so. We are in such a selfish time. We are in the most me time I've ever lived in my entire. So listen to me.
Yeah.
You be selfish with a smile on your face. Lead them upstairs by the hand, knock on the door, and go right this way, officer, into the wood shop.
Yeah.
Bob Vila ass
And-
upstairs
and
with
you
your
can-
saw and your vacuum
You
and
can
your.
hear them sharp. That's how you know they got an order, cause you can hear the shit sharpening. You hear that law, and then you start hearing. Like I'm loud as shit.
I used to be.
What are they doing?
Nah, don't
Like
no.
like they run a
What's funny is that dude's up there using a handsaw thinking he's being
This was funny.
Like he's a Japanese
Alright, so
fisherman.
this might be the problem.
Doing
It's a-
kintsugi and shit.
It's a lesbian couple. It's two women. I swear to it's two women. It's a
That's what I said.
it's
So
a
that
it's
dude's
a
up there
Keisha. There's one chick that's like Keisha Hunt, like that kind of stud,
Right.
and then there's just like a nice little white lady or whatever, cool little, and they got a little dog and shit, but that's what they do. And I found out either walking my dog or something, whatever it was. I was out in the apartments, and she had on that wood shop apron shit. She had the shit on, and you could see all the shavings and stuff. And I'm like, hey, what y'all do? She's like, yeah, we make stuff, we make furniture, we just make stuff out of wood.
Wait, no, that.
So-
Yeah, do the thing that you normally do in your warehouse.
They're building a dildo.
So
A wooden dildo.
here's the thing for that. When you do stuff like that, sort of
Okay.
like DJ, blah, 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 blah,
Blah, blah, blah,
right?
yeah.
It's 1:30 in the morning. Now, I can just stomach it. You can just stomach it.
Okay.
But at some point,
All right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. We owe Karen an apology. I told
She
you
used
this.
to solve problems.
Listen, nobody's talked to the manager in a hot minute.
That's right. And shit is just
This
going
has been-
wild. That's
this has
true.
just
My
been
manager
the
ain't
most-
even coming to work anymore.
Have you looked at the world? We are so afraid to say shit for being Karen, and it's just about somebody's got to say some shit before we end up with one of these two as a president or all the other things that can happen to us as a society.
Yeah.
If you just allow this to happen over and over and over, right? I had this conversation with one of these truck drivers that blocks the driveway every day, with their deliveries. And I said, look, man, I said, I understand it's just you. Except it's not just you. It's 8 of you every day. Every time I come out. If I'm just like, it ain't a big deal, well, 8 times a day for 30 minutes a day, my driveway's blocked.
Right.
I gotta plan my day around Tetris and around your asses. Or I can be an asshole and just say nobody, right? So that's where I'm at with this, where it's like, why do I have to be inconvenienced so you can make all this late night money? Right? Why do you have to be inconvenienced so these two dudes can sell their upstairs lesbian furniture?
Yeah.
Like, what is your cut? At some point, you are.
That's true.
That's
You
what my girl- that's what my
girl said. I'm like, it doesn't, I'm like, me, I go, like how you said, this is the price of where you're at. Like, we're in an apartment, everybody's around.
See, that's the thing. They're not supposed to be running a business out of a residential place.
Go up there and go all house painter on them. Tell
What do
me
you
you need
mean?
2 points.
Right? Yes. You just need your cut. Hey, bro, listen. I live down here. Y'all want
I
to do
need
this
my 2
shit?
points.
Do this shit. But I need my $1,000 a month in comeuppance. That's all I'm saying. I can get an Italian dude to come ask for it or whatever the official rules are.
Yeah.
But somewhere in there, if you want extra privileges
Yeah.
at the expense of other people,
I know you know somebody goes to your dad's church, scare the hell out of them girls.
Oh, yeah,
Just
man.
drag them over.
I can think of somebody that.
You bring a woman out of that church, scare the hell out of them girls. Get your butt.
Yeah.
You got a cousin somewhere.
Yeah, it just don't bother me as much because they're working. Like, it's not just like crazy noise. It's just like, I mean, it's loud. It is loud, but
Yes,
it ain't
but work
necessary.
happens in a work shop.
yes.
That's what work is.
And that's
supposed to happen.
usually a lot of people pay rent for that. They
Yes.
go pay. That there are costs to doing business. You don't get to just willy. If that was the case, I would
There-
just set up in the middle of the road. It looks like a lot of space there. Oh, you gotta jump that
Broke
quick.
ass artists paying rent on a studio place to paint,
That quick.
not painting in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So what are you doing?
In terms of what?
In terms of, you got an upstairs neighbor
Uh-huh.
that is running a wood.
So first thing
You already
me and
told
him
me.
gonna have a conversation. We gonna have a State of the Union address so I know what I'm dealing with.
Okay.
Right? Because if I'm dealing with somebody who don't want to have a conversation,
Yeah.
then there's
There's
just
no
all
point.
you can do. You just gotta let someone else handle it. Because my way of handling conversations with people who don't want to have conversations, gonna get the same people called that I could just call,
Yeah.
right, without me getting in trouble.
Right.
So that's the first place we gonna start. All right, I just need you. That's where we're at right now. We're about to have, and I had that with that last manager. Let's just acknowledge the fact that this is a
Illegal.
problem, illegal, and affecting me.
Is
Let's
it
just-
illegal?
Yes. Bro,
Oh, I
don't
didn't
ask
know.
me to quote the motherfucking law. Let me tell you something about sound ordinances, all right?
Okay.
I have to get these permits for Bikes on the Bayou. I had to get it when I owned my club.
Yeah.
So when you got a sound permit, you pay a lot of money for it. It costs a significant amount of money to get it more after 10 o'clock, right? So
Okay.
you can go up to 70 something decibels till 10 o'clock, right? You got a patio, you got a bar, natural human beings go, that's a regular time to have people over. But after 10 o'clock, you got to pay more to go till 11, like an extra $1,000.
And it gets more expensive the later.
The later.
And after 11, you can't do anything if you're within, like, it has to be, so the decibels are 57 decibels from a residential spot after 11 o'clock.
Okay.
57 decibels is me and you talking like this. That's me and you talking like this.
That's slow song.
Straight up. Not even slow songs
That's
with
a
no bass.
podcast.
Slow songs, an NPR.
At 11,
podcast.
we play NPR.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that ain't the Whiskey Brothers.
So,
podcast.
Yeah, your lab is 108. So
And I'm not here.
Yeah.
right. So there's all these rules that they know. So like when you're coming at it from losing ground,
Yeah.
let's just figure out whatever we can do that's gonna make me not hate you at midnight and make you capable of running your business.
Yeah.
But to act like you can just do everything you want and I just gotta eat it,
Yeah.
well, it's been 2 years of that.
Gotcha.
So probably not. Not
Okay.
it. That's it. So I would go upstairs, I would have to talk,
Yeah.
and then maybe there's just a one-story apartment from now on, because the upstairs got a little smoky and burnt. I'm not saying I condone it, I'm just saying. Anyway, the point is,
Gentlemen, our special guest is here, so I'm gonna step aside so he can slide into the
Jerry,
table.
all right, there you go. Let's take a faster than I expected to. Jerry Longman taking a small pause.
Please out here.
Please
Please
welcome
welcome
back.
a familiar face,
A
everyone.
familiar face, a familiar shirt.
I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that.
It is lilac.
It's,
A familiar color,
oh my God.
the
still
very
here?
white.
Yeah, I'm still around. I'm the last one.
Oh, this is it, huh?
This is the final one, my
Oh,
friend.
okay. Well then, fuck y'all. I'll have.
Okay.
What are we drinking here?
It's the new Black Cat Ridge from it's a straight
Hold on,
rye
I'll
from
move
Old
this
Dumbo.
down.
Hold on, I work for them now.
All
So
right.
Yeah.
yeah, well then you know what it tastes like.
Yeah.
I raised the price.
That's
how they
really
pay
funny.
me.
There you go, what it tastes like.
Yeah. Great.
Uncle's
Tastes like fucking whiskey.
or what they've been paying me in. How are you, my friend? It is the 1085th episode. It is our final
Jesus.
episode.
Fuck.
You were here along with me and Sam when we first started this thing.
Oh,
You were here when you introduced Trey to me. You
Yeah.
were here when Jerry Wayne Longmire was running board op for us when
Wow.
we did the live episode at Darwin's Pub. You were there for the official handoff of
Yeah.
you to Jerry. So tell me real quick, just remind me for my own edification, how you introduced me to Trey Tutson.
You fuck.
You better fucking remember.
I remember you. Oh,
Rob,
yeah,
if you don't
yeah.
remember, you're
Yeah.
the dumbest person I've ever met.
I remember I met him at an open mic. These 5 years ago, 4 years ago,
6 years.
6 years ago. Fuck. And he had never heard of Frank Sinatra.
Mhm.
And I was like, how the fuck you never heard of Frank
Had
Sinatra?
never heard of the Rat Pack either.
Yeah. He was like, I
You
don't
were
know.
also, what, a 19-year-old black man?
I was like, what was that? 25,
24, 25.
24, 25.
And I had never heard of Frank Sinatra. How do you not fucking hear it? None of the parties I go, they play him. No shit.
Which is fair.
Yeah, which is fair.
Uh-huh.
And so I said, I gotta know this fucking guy because he's an idiot. And it got dumber from there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I
no.
told Slade, I told Slade, dude, I got this kid. He's a fucking idiot.
He said when he brought you up to go, I was like, you have to have this guy on. He doesn't know shit about
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
He's confident about it.
Yeah. And I was like, he really doesn't know who Frank Sinatra is.
I like that that's Rob's bar for
That's his
whether
shit,
or not
dude, that's
someone
it.
is intelligent. Do you
It
know who
works!
a
He's still here!
140-year-old
Yeah.
man is?
Yeah.
And,
I wasn't wrong.
and Trey, in the ensuing 7, 8, however many years, it's been a lot of years.
It's been a lot.
However many years that's been. You have
And
proven...
he still doesn't know who Frank Sinatra is.
He doesn't know who Frank Sinatra is, but he's proven to be...
No, I know a lot about the Rat Pack now. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's right. He became a Scorsese.
Yeah.
He knows the answer.
Do you remember we rolled to Kentucky and back?
Yeah.
And I watched fucking
The
The Irishman like 8 times. They're like, what is he doing? He's watching The Irishman again.
Again.
Yeah. No mention of the Rat Pack, but
Yeah.
Scorsese.
We weren't going to let you drive in the snow.
No.
We just now got him to believe that boats are real.
It's been a...
That's right. I
You
forgot
are,
about that.
you
The
are,
moon's not real, boats aren't real.
you're a contradiction.
Fuck birds?
Yeah.
Or was it that you can beat the shit out of an eagle? Which
Yeah,
one
you
was
can
it?
fight an eagle.
He still
Yeah.
stands by this stuff. There's so
I
much.
might
Bare-handed.
I can fuck an eagle up.
But it's weird.
I don't know.
I have these conversations and I ask you these questions and I go, yeah, you did. You introduced him as the dumbest person. And I put it up against the fact that I know Trey is one of the smartest people in the whole world. And then you start saying all the things he used to think and I go, oh no, you're right. He is like 100% one of the dumbest people I've ever met in my entire life.
He's not
Boats in the
dumb.
moon. The
He's not dumb, he just knows what he doesn't know. And he doesn't know how to correct that.
Very loudly. Rob, what's happened to you in the last? I want to sit down and catch up with you. It's very bad. But what's happened? What's going on? Tell me something funny, good, happy. Tell me something happy. No one will believe anything happy has happened to you since you left. They will think that you have been sitting in traffic and screaming
I
at
have
people.
been, by the way. There was a train, so fuck that.
Your phone and your shirt are coordinated where I'm like, something happened.
Oh my god.
You have got a lot of lilac.
You should have seen my new glasses that match it too.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so
Who
is
is this man you're fucking?
There it is. That's my line.
Are you moonlighting as an Easter bunny?
No,
Are you?
you know what? I like color. Lick my dick.
Color, lick my dick.
No, man can like color. I've decided I'm in my gentleman of leisure stage of life.
Uh-huh.
I drink martinis now.
Do you?
Yeah. And
Whiskey
Which one,
martinis?
lemon drop or?
Cosmopolitans?
Yeah, like I said so well.
Gin
Uh,
guy?
Cosmo
Yeah.
would be my
You're a
guess.
gin martini
Yeah,
guy?
vodka. No, vodka.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with a lemon drop?
What's that?
You got a motherfucking lilac shirt on. Don't act like lemon drop way out of there.
You know what? I drink a fucking martini in a lilac shirt.
Okay.
So, you know what? No, I mean, that's fine. You want to drink a lemon drop, you know? Whatever.
So you're not doing whiskey anymore?
I do, on occasion. But, no. I mean, I work for these guys now.
Well, have
So,
a
knee
sherry
deep-
cask.
I'm knee deep into this stuff every week. But what I was going to say, oh yeah, but yeah, I'm sorry, I just came from a meeting. Sorry.
It feels
I'm
like we
still-
reanimated one of the Disney president
Yeah.
animatronics that's been in storage for a hot minute, and enabling it.
Yeah.
In 7 years ago, our
You're
forefathers.
scrambling up like the TVs in Back to the
I was in a meeting.
By the way,
We're trying to watch
you're
porn
gonna
in
have to- you have to
87.
clarify that because, like, for our fans, when Rob Mungle says, "I just came from a meeting," they're
Yeah.
like, "Finally!"
Yeah, no, not that. No, there was a thing for the circus bar pop-up we do. We're doing another one.
I can do it again.
Oh, all right.
In Labor Day.
You hear Kiki has a mechanical balloon.
Yeah, I looked, it's like fucking 10 grand to move that fucking thing.
Is there still going to be 2 cups of sugar in every drink?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
fuck yeah.
Jesus God.
Yeah, we serve diabetes by the glass.
I had 3 drinks today. I felt sick as a dog.
Yeah.
In tribute of our
You can have
good
one.
friend Ed Blake.
You can have one.
Yeah, you could.
We guarantee, wait, our standing rule is if you lose a foot, you get half price back.
That's
Tap
wonderful,
off.
Rob. You're so kind.
Yeah.
So tell me something happy.
I just did. That's it.
You been winning any chili cook-offs?
No, this is the downtime. There's no chili cook-offs in the summer.
It's not
It's
chili.
not, this isn't the best weather. 108 degrees isn't the best
What are
weather.
you cooking now then?
I'm not doing cooking right now. This is the, like I said, this is the downtime. I've got 3 chili cook-offs in like November, but that's all. You can't eat chili now. This is that's madness.
What are you
No.
talking about? Chili's year round.
Thank you. That's
It's
you know.
not no. You don't want to be outside cooking it at a festival.
Okay,
or
well that's you
a
being a
chili
punk. I'm
cook.
just
No,
saying
we're
that
not-
3/4 of your audience right here is 100% in on
Yeah,
summer
but
chili.
Cooking is someone else's problem.
You know what?
Eating is year-round.
I have.
You seem to have an overwhelming amount of audience and no supply.
I have the. You know, you had my chili.
Yes.
You fucking, it's
I even know the secret.
The
I won't tell
last
people.
2
So
months. The last 2 months, I have been experimenting.
Oh, boy.
Because I want to take it in a different direction for the upcoming chili cook-off.
Vegan.
No.
Sorry. Based on the shirt.
Hang on,
Yeah.
when we started this, wasn't he the one always saying, "Don't mess with the chili"?
Yeah. Don't mess with the chili. Literally verbatim.
Well, I
is
don't.
what
I
he
have
said.
that. I can always whip that out again. You know, that's the dig that's gonna win. I know that. But I've been because there's
Stunt cock.
there's contests where they want something different. You know, the judges look for something unique,
Uh-huh.
and so I have developed, and I'm still getting there. But it's
AI
cake-
chili.
Yeah. It is. But
That
it
is
does look like
funny.
AI. It does look like an AI created it. But it is Cajun
Wolfie.
crawfish chili.
Huh?
I bet
Cajun crawfish chili.
Oh, he's fucking it up now.
No,
You might as well add beans to that shit.
Oh.
Can I? Can I tell you what I wish you would do?
What?
I wish you would make chili, like you make chili. And I wish you would take it in a little ice cream scooper scoopy thing. And I wish you would make pizza rolls out of it.
Oh, that could be
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. I know.
That could be.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I have dreams about this.
I had a guy who showed me how he made it's called a meat log of some sort, right?
You're gonna need to we're gonna need to have a focus group on whether or
Dude,
not we
this
continue to call
this
it
thing
meat log.
is a superior meat delivery system. It's the best thing I ever had.
And the hand motion is not.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Is this a shake weight commercial?
Yeah, you take
Yeah.
ground beef, right?
With the shirt.
Yeah, and it's wrapped around. It's almost like a Scotch egg,
Mhm.
and then you take egg whites and egg yellows. Yeah.
Yolks. We got yolks.
Whites and
They're
yellows.
yellows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
cook them separately.
miscegenation if you don't keep them
Losing your
separated.
mind, dude.
Yeah, you cook them separately, and then you combine them into this meat thing that's wrapped in bacon, and then you put it on different and deep fry it.
Good.
But when you cut it open,
I'm Muslim now. That's
it's this big giant Scotch egg thing with meat in it and bacon and fuck.
it's so good.
Oh man, you want to fuck it? It's so good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Rob's been
No,
gone a
he's
long
back.
time.
Rob,
He's
been
back.
Are you single now, Rob?
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck, I thought.
I would have lost that bet. Like the coordinated shirt and phone and glasses.
Yes,
I was
I'm
like,
telling you,
there's a woman.
this is my international man of leisure.
Are
stage
you
of life.
courting in this phase? Do you go to squash courts and try to pick up people in the hats?
You watch reruns of Frasier?
No,
Is there a bridge game every week?
fuck that. Yeah.
In the hedge maze? What?
Here's one for you. Here's one for your dick to explode.
All right.
Yeah, I do yoga twice a week.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Right, there we go. We knew we was gonna find something.
This is now we're gonna.
Now we
No,
got.
I fucking don't.
God
Fucking guy
damn
who
it!
already-
What? Oh shit! You don't?
No, I actually do. I do. Yeah. Actually do.
Yes, I do.
I do.
Twice a week. I have
Just
to.
lays that shit down real hard.
Yeah. I have a friend-
Nothing makes me happier.
I
than-
have a friend who
And
runs
breathe.
the course, and she teaches it, and I go twice a week.
Man, see, that's how you know it's okay.
I'm limber as fuck.
Can you do the Van Damme split
I
yet?
can't do shit.
Between two
I can't
chairs
do
at the
shit.
top of a
Liberated.
building?
I am not.
Can you be
I
a
pull a fucking hammy.
Can you be a treat?
Tickle your balls with your beard?
No. That's the next goal.
Our fans have gone in this cycle period. You know, like we've had some drop off, some new come on. I'm sure the ones who dropped off. I could only imagine if Big Kev was watching right now. And it's like Sam and Slade are drinking, Rob doing yoga. Fucking
I haven't lost my whole
motherfucking
soul.
drink.
Yeah, we still got a soul.
No.
So Rob, before I want to bring Jerry back into the equation here in a bit, but run me back. Give me some of the better memories that I've forgotten from this podcast long history. And you can start with, because the Whiskey Brothers has officially, while it's been, I've been part of this since 2007 when you sort of roped me in at the end. And the podcast has been a thing since 2011 in February. But the Whiskey Brothers itself, because I know I booked them in 2000, whatever, infamous and unfamous since 1998. I think is
For one night when they were unfunny. Yeah.
But this is what we are now as we bring it all into a close. And I just thought if there's a memory or something before while you're still here.
It may be a country, but first I want to say something, if I may.
Chicken, this is your cue to put the camera on Rob in case you're still on.
Yeah.
All right.
And zoom all the way in.
I'm sad the podcast is ending. I mean, my God, this is a great vehicle. But fuck Bill Maher and fuck Jerry Seinfeld. Can you say that?
Okay, you put the camera wide.
Fuck those two cunts. Fuck them so hard. You know who Bill Maher is?
No.
Who the fuck?
Was he in the Rat Pack?
Oh my God!
No, Jerry Seinfeld was.
Now it's full circle.
That was the comedian.
Now it's full circle. Pour me a fucking something.
This left just took a right.
This fucking idiot. Who the fuck is Bill Maher?
Real Time with Bill Maher on HBO.
Oh gosh.
This is 100%.
Shut the
It's
fuck
not
up.
ringing a bell.
Shut the fuck up.
Comedian.
Is it an old show?
No, it's still on
Did it
now.
like run with Carson ran or something like
Oh
that?
my God. He was on cars. He's 1,000.
This is boat's not floating, and he's got the hook so deeply embedded in his cheek.
If it was floating, you wouldn't believe in it.
Here's my problem.
Yes.
You know who Seinfeld is, right?
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah. Okay.
The guy, the Pop-Tart guy.
Yeah.
The guy from
Jerry Seinfeld was. Barr was talking to Seinfeld, or talking to Chris Rock about Seinfeld.
B-movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you know it from people?
Yeah. I was a fucking kid when I remember that.
Never mind.
He plays
And they were
that's the
lamenting.
main beat.
Yeah, all these old fucks were lamenting the fact that they can't go play colleges, right? They go, this kid, you got the, I can't even do a Seinfeld right now. You got the.
What's the deal with not being able to play these
I can't go
colleges?
do a college.
I did a Seinfeld.
I can do it.
Honey.
Yeah, like they can't play. They're bitching about cancel culture
Colin.
and shit like that.
Seinfeld's rent not getting paid because
Yeah, and I'm saying that,
NYU won't call it
and
back.
fucking Marr is going on about, oh yeah, I tried to get into Columbia or fucking Caltech, whatever the fuck, and I couldn't get in. And it's like, you have a fucking TV show. on HBO every fucking week.
HBO or HBO Max. I don't know who you're talking about.
I know.
The Pop-Tart show
I
is
know
on
it's not
Netflix.
on BET. I know.
Oh no.
And
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and they're crying about
Is BET
the
still on
kids.
Netflix? Okay.
And they're fucking the kids are they're stuck in their ways and they don't like they're at a fucking college and they are getting educated and they have lectures from tenured professors in every subject on the fucking planet.
Right.
But you're gonna come down from the mountain, Jerry Seinfeld, and test their views and move their mind about your musings of Pop-Tarts? What the fuck are you talking about? You can sell out 8 weeks at Carnegie Hall, and you're crying because a fucking sorority girl doesn't want to hear your musings about fucking cotton balls?
By the way, it's the Beacon that he did that. I do know that about him.
The Beacon?
He didn't get a residency at the Beacon.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Why are they crying about, oh, I can't play Caltech?
Let's go get him, Rob. What are we gonna do about it?
I'm done for you're billionaires,
I don't understand.
and you made a stupid fucking Pop-Tart movie. You got people to give
You
you.
thought it was stupid?
It's dumber than fuck.
You watched
It's
it?
I did. I watched the whole
It's a classic.
goddamn fucking Pop-Tart
let me ask
movie.
you a
90 minutes of fun.
Let me ask you a question.
And this guy's crying because he can't play
Hang on.
Florida State.
Hang on.
Jesus,
Hold
Ron,
on.
you're snap hopping.
He's back. Yeah, this is what vintage, baby.
Jerry, I have missed you, brother. Here's my question. All right. At what? So how long is the movie?
What?
The Pop-Tart movie.
94 minutes. Go ahead.
94. Okay. Does it get anger inducing at minute 93?
It's so bad.
When does it
It's
start
so
getting?
unfunny.
When does it start getting
Here's
bad?
the.
Hang on. I have questions. When does it start getting bad?
It is so bad.
That's not the question I
No,
asked you,
no,
politician.
listen.
Which answer that you
I'll
answer
tell you-
that
I'll tell
question
you the
when
point.
I
I'll tell you
tell
the
you
point.
how bad is it?
I'll
That's
tell you
your-
the point where the wheels come off the fucking wagon.
All right, let's do it.
This is they have a cameo
Okay.
from 2 guys from Mad Men, the greatest show, one of the greatest shows, arguably ever made. They made Mad Men worse because of their fucking 2-minute cameo in this fucking Pop-Tart movie.
How far into the movie? Was
It's like halfway.
and you kept watching,
Yeah.
despite the fact that your
Yeah.
hands were
Yes.
vibrating.
Yes.
And your shirt was.
I
Yeah.
had to see the depths
Did
that
you?
they would
I
go.
watched all of Wonder Woman 83.
That's a different kind of. That's different though. You're ruining something I don't care about.
I watched The Godfather, so stop complaining.
Part 3.
All 3.
Okay, and you're forgiven.
All 3 were bad?
Yeah.
Goddamn, you don't have time for this. Look, my point is, Rob.
Final fucking episode.
it's-
3 was my favorite.
I'm on.
3 is your.
I won't fall. Look at you,
3
catfish.
wasn't great, you know that. They had the incest stuff happen.
Mouthful of stink bait.
Yeah.
Dude, no movie is bad. If you got incest,
I just saw Trey cast that zip code.
Yes,
if
absolutely.
you got incest in a project, it's most likely going to be
Don't do it.
successful.
Game of Thrones.
There you go. You said the example I was
Nah,
going to
man.
give.
And it didn't have that in the terrible.
Star Wars?
There we go.
Like the
Keep
end of
going.
the Godfather
The
trilogy.
Bible, I mean, dude,
Sure.
incest everywhere.
Yeah.
It makes you successful, right?
Passion of the Christ.
Anyway, more about this guy I don't know.
Rob, what
So let me complain about Frank Sinatra again.
what would you like to leave all the people who've
Jersey.
drank with us for many years?
I think he
Wait,
just did. Jerry Seinfeld, Bill Maher.
I'm not gonna let him let that be his final thought. I won't allow that to happen.
Let me please say.
The night I will not let the Rob Mundell that went to Jennings, Louisiana with me and Sam go out
Oh,
on Bill
yeah.
That's where
Maher.
my brother's from.
Oh, you should have been there.
Oh man, that was.
Leesville.
The official Leesville, not Jennings. The official drunkest this
That is
show's
the
ever
drunkest
Trolls
I've
ever
ever been.
been in your whole life.
I slept on the floor of the hotel room in my own vomit.
Mhm.
Outside.
Yeah,
You should know that the show that night was
His own
the
vomit.
3 of us,
yeah.
and I can show you
and
the
it was
photos,
pleasantly sleepy. I loved it.
and you can count them. There are at least 54 shots
Between
for
the three
glasses
of us.
between the 3 of us in 90 minutes.
And they also had that stupid fucking thing.
I have video of you doing that thing.
It's like a
They brought
Gasoline thing?
yeah, it's
they
like
brought
some
a-
gas.
a fish bowl up
Oh God.
with 151 in it and some other stuff.
Oh my God.
Just
And then they lit it on fire, and then they put a top on it so it created a vacuum, and he's on stage drinking it through a straw. I've never seen
Woo!
it, and this was like the 52nd, because you had to close. I had the merciful middle
Yeah.
spot. It was
I
Sam.
had already done it, and so they asked me to bring people. So I was like, I'll come. I'll
I
go
got
first.
some people, yeah, and I'll go first.
and I'd done a significant number of shots there, but the middle spot was easy.
And I had to go up when they brought that contraption
Yes.
up.
And they
And
brought a
that's
trash
what-
can.
Yeah, and they brought a trash can for throwing up.
Uh-huh.
And that's
Which you
what-
did not.
No, to my credit, I did not dare. But
I know. Here's what I know. Here's my POV of the evening.
Okay.
I come off stage. Sam's done 20 shots. I've done 20 shots. They're bringing Rob up AI shots or whatever's happening.
Yeah.
So by the time and I'm flirting with this. I'm talking to this bartender, right? And she's cute and things are working out, but she's kind of whatever. So Sam's trash. I'm trash. Rob's still on stage. I get Sam, whatever. When the show's all done, out to the car, and I throw him in there, and he
And he said, "Stay here."
pass out. I'll be right back. I'm never right back. I ain't never. If I ever
Yeah.
tell you I'll be right back, I am. Trust me, I am off to shenanigans.
And if I ever tell you I'm gonna stay here,
It's the worst of both worlds.
is that where we found him in the ditch?
Well,
Yes.
we, motherfucker, you were.
Yeah.
There was no Rob when
The
we
royal
found.
we, the royal
Yes,
we.
the royal we is in I. I went back out to the car because the bartender had shot me down. I was like,
Yeah.
well, fine, I'm leaving. Rob had left. Rob was gone. I don't know how you
I
managed.
found the one taxi in Leedsville, and I was able to
we
cobble
were
together some
and
English.
it's like
Somehow
3 blocks.
still
we were staying literally a quarter of a mile from the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was no
There's no
taxi
walk.
to be needed.
it's over there.
Yes.
No, it was neat.
It was yes, but it was like going from the kitchen to
This
the bathroom.
motherfucker.
Rob was in emergency management.
Yes.
I almost
He was in
I
emergency
almost
management.
called
Time to go home. I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
I've never
So
been an ambulance in that town.
you
so
should
I'm
be
taking that.
over here. All right, so anyway, Rob is gone. Sam is in the car. Everything's under control. I'm going back to work on the bartender. This is all good, right? So somehow when I come back out, Sam is not in the car anymore. The car is empty. The door is open, like he's been stolen. And it's just me at this point. So I start, well, I'll just walk. I shouldn't drive this car. Shut the door. I'll walk towards the hotel. I've had 20 shots and bartender. So I start walking. Well, I see a body laying in the ditch. And I go, well, that looks a lot like my friend Sam. There's no other black people in Leesville. This
Yeah,
is
that's
clear.
not the kind of body you see in Lee.
At all.
Yeah.
Right? Well, it is exactly the kind of body you see in Leesville.
It's where you see it.
I'm like, well, if it's not Sam, so I go.
It's not Sam. I
That's
gotta
just
call
Tuesday.
CNN.
So I shake Sam up. I get him back to the car. He's covered in mud. I throw him back in the car. I go, hey man, where's the money? He goes.
Hey, where's the money?
He goes.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
He responded with a snore. So that's his answer to where the money is. So I throw him back in the front seat, and then I go back in to hang out with the bartender, right? Because night is not over. So the next morning, this is close shop, fade to black. The next morning, birds chirp. I kick the bartender out. I go find fucking these two. Rob comes busting out of the room. Man, I threw up all over the place. I left a 20 on the dresser. We gotta go now. And Sam gets back in the car and he's like, yeah, man, I'm in good shape this morning, but that money's gone. You know, it fell out of my pocket. I got the envelope. I don't know what to tell you, but I'll just pay y'all what we're all owed. And he did. And such is life. Drunkest in my adult life.
But the other thing is, I wake up, I walk out, I see all the blood on the car, because apparently when I got back, I went and cleaned myself up. When I walk out, I see all the blood on the car. I look at Sonny and go, hey, what happened to the car? And he's like, you!
What happened to the car?
Rob, any more memories? I want to bring Jerry back in and bring this into, as I always call it, an elegant dismount. But we have a lot to talk about, so it's not ending anytime soon.
Let me give you a Rob Mungle memory.
Yeah.
And that is just...
You should pull a chair up and at least be in
One
here.
of
This
them.
feels
I've
weird.
enjoyed
This is
watching
poorly
it.
planned.
I think my favorite off-the-cuff line of Rob Mungle's in the history of this podcast was just 4 words: "Get these brakes fixed." It was
There
Oh
was
yeah,
a-
that was like the 4th episode.
We were
or
doing-
something.
We had a segment called "You Can't Make This Funny" back in the day.
Okay.
Oh, that was such a good segment too.
And we would run these news stories that were really, really sad. And
Y'all
Yeah.
have the sad music was
sad
playing?
music
Oh, yeah.
playing,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had to let the story get out, and as soon as they said that's the story,
That was back
it was
before
open season.
they could AI check your music for copyright. So I was using Arvo Part's Tabula Rasa, which is a beautiful piece of violin music. It's beautiful, and we can't even play the game anymore because they totally just shut us down for it. Yeah.
This lady, she had, if I remember the story, it was Christmas time. And she was going around getting gifts for everybody and whatnot. And she had a car full of fucking presents that she was getting ready to, and she had a little the gift list and everything. She gets in a car wreck and dies. And she dies tragically before she can deliver the gifts. And in the glove box, they found she had a handwritten bucket list of things she wanted to accomplish before she died. And as soon as they said she had a bucket list of things she wanted to accomplish
Do you
before
know
she
what
died,
was on it?
we said, you know what was on it? And Rob goes, 1, get these brakes fixed.
Arguably one of the
Yeah,
darkest,
that's
most funny.
Funny.
It was, yeah.
Out of
You should
nowhere.
never have done that segment again.
And we haven't been that
That's
funny.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Mine
true.
probably is that Ryan Kentucky ride back. Was ride back when he was listening to the Saints game. And that
Oh,
shit
just losing his
was
fucking
so
mind. He
funny
fucking sucks.
because he kept turning it off, and Slade kept going, "Dude, just leave it off."
It's the Pop-Tart guy.
He was like, "Dude, just don't even turn it
Low
off.
power.
Just leave it off."
That's mine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And then
Okay.
one day you came in, and we were getting ready for an episode. We didn't know what we were gonna do, and before we started, this fucker on the table just plops down the Mormon rules to masturbation,
Oh yeah.
Episode 6.
and it
Yeah.
ended up being the entire episode
Yeah.
talking about the Mormons' rules for masturbation.
Yeah.
We didn't have a plan going into the episode. Rob's like, maybe
There were
this
like
will work
20
for
of
a
them.
segment.
Yeah, there were
And
like
it
20.
was the
There were
whole
20
fucking
rules.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even remember them now, but they were so fucking dumb. Like only your cousin could do it on Thursdays or something. I don't fucking know.
Special underwear.
Through a
Yeah.
whole
I will say this. I was on, in the brief sojourns I was doing on cruise ships, I was on this one ship, and this lady comes up and she goes, Whiskey Brothers. She goes, didn't y'all do a thing about Mormon? And I went, Christ, lady. Yeah. I go,
Yeah,
we're
about
still doing,
8
yeah,
years
she goes,
ago.
this is forever ago. She goes, I remember this. I go, well, here's what we're doing now. And then she listened and she was like, oh yeah, let me know when y'all do some more Mormon stuff.
Right.
But Rob, I'm going to bring Jerry back in, and then we'll bring you back in to close things out with
Sure.
the toast. Anything else you want to say to the folks, the fine people at home? Something that
I thought you had something.
has still been rattling, just his nipple. Just keeps an old nipple in his
See,
pocket.
this is why I like Jerry. You know what I mean?
Jerry does let him grab his nipple.
I fondle him.
Yeah.
Good.
Get the fuck.
Right, you wore the lilac.
What the fuck happened?
Trey uses moisturizer.
Trey uses moisturizer. You did wear the lilac.
You know what? It's a good color.
It
It's
is
a fucking good color.
for having your nipple tweaked.
Yeah.
I like it.
Here,
No, I mean,
what-
no, just glad you guys kept it going. And sad all things was just a touch.
all good things must
Almost
end, Rob.
Must end, and you know, podcasts are a dead industry anyway. So we got in early and we're getting out just in the right time. You know, but it's all going to be AI anyway. So fuck it. I mean, everybody's got a podcast. They're like, my ex-wife wants to do a podcast with me.
You should do that.
Oh,
I would
wow.
listen.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
would watch the fuck out of that
Rob,
podcast.
if you did this together,
I
I
wants to do a true crime podcast.
No, true
About-
life.
It's
Sorry.
true crime about a husband or wife that kills the spouse. That's every
Yeah.
fucking.
Do it!
Yes, God please.
All
I'm in.
who's in?
I'm
Yeah,
in.
That's
I'm all the way
that's
in.
two.
I'm
That's-
also-
We know
subscribe.
I'm not gonna do it.
I can see why you killed the bitch.
5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
If
Would
the,
subscribe.
if the photo cover of this podcast
Yeah.
is not a 10-gallon jug of Bigfoot,
Yeah.
all right. Anyway, the
The
point.
whole end, just every little end. Like, well, I can see why.
It's just you playing
That makes sense.
Rob playing the
That makes
sympathetic
sense.
narrator.
Yeah.
Cheers, my
Cheers.
brother. Thank you for
Yeah.
handing over the reins to the Whiskey Brothers to me all those years ago. It has
Yeah.
been
Well, good
an
work.
absolute
Good job.
pleasure. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna put Jerry back in the seat. We got a lot to cover too.
All right.
You're not going anywhere. We're gonna bring you back on for a. That's 60% alcohol, by the way. That Black Cat Ridge is 120 proof. So
That black cat get you.
You sure?
Bite you in the neck.
the Right Reverend
If
Robert
you need help, I'll help you, Rob.
L. Mungle.
Look your bit. Oh shit.
Can you help me, son?
Can you help me, son?
I believe you got potential.
That's all that yoga's for, man. Let me your ass up.
I like the fact that the Right Reverend Robert L. Mungle is doing yoga.
Hell yeah. That's
That may
solid.
be my favorite thing that's happened in the entire
See, it
history
works,
of the
man.
episode.
This is how you do it, Rob. See?
Look at that. Not even a flint.
I don't even notice anymore.
Look at that.
Hardly feel his hands no more.
Y'all don't even need to color balance. You all wear black shirts. Fuck
You
you.
look like I can only imagine though. No, if you're looking at this from a distance, you look like a Cheshire cat named Brisket. It's just a little floating head
That's
over
just
there.
at it from down on the shoulder shirts with shit I like on.
That's bro. That is so perfect.
Tomorrow is alternators.
So in the next Whiskey Brothers episode, he'll be wearing a shirt that says